Let's crush a Sudoku. This one's called by Kenneth's Dad. So Fog of War, Garden Path lines, and XV pairs are what we're dealing with here, I guess. So this Fog of War, this is the first time I've done one of these, I think. I've done them before, but not filmed myself doing them. But, alright, so normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits 1 through 6 in every row, every column, and every 2x3 box. The grid is partially covered in fog, so that's these gray cells. So placing a correct digit will remove the fog from the surrounding that digit. So if I put the correct number in here, it would get rid of this fog. And if I put the correct number in here somehow, it would clear all of this. So all of the squares around the number get cleared after you put the right number in there. So I really could just like mash numbers in here, but you're not supposed to do that. There's ways to figure it out logically. And then, so box borders divide line segments with different sums, where one sum will be double the other. Wild. Okay, I'm seeing some stuff happening there. But so this the outer rectangle, these 3 digits and these 3 digits are in a relationship where one of them is double the other one. And then we also have like very similar number of cells highlighted. This one is part of the trapezoid inside, and then this one would have to be in a relationship with these, and one of them is double the other. So that's interesting. Digits and cells joined by a V sum to 5, and I can see part of a V sitting right here. So these two numbers are going to sum to 5. But that's all the rules, so let's get to it. It's definitely, yeah, this is an interesting relationship here. So maybe the question to ask is, which one is the bigger one? Which one is double which? Well, this has to be in a relationship with this. So this cell is obviously smaller than these 3 cells. So this cell is going to have to be half of these 3 cells, which is going to be, and then these 3 cells are going to be double these cells, because that's the only way that's going to work. Like, we have to double twice with these relationships. Like, okay, these 3 cells are both half of some cells and double some cells. Well, it doesn't make any sense for them to be, they couldn't be half of this and then double this. That wouldn't make any sense, because this is obviously bigger than this. So this cell right here is half of whatever these sum to, and then these 3 cells together are double what these 3 cells are. And now I have to think about what that means. So we only have the digits 1 through 6. So these 3 cells are double this. So these 3 cells definitely add up to an even number, because when you double something, it's divisible by 2. And since these are double this, that means that these are divisible by 4 when you sum them together. I don't know if that's useful. It's pretty useful. I mean, that's pretty limiting. So, like, what are the possible totals for these cells then, if they have to be divisible by 4? Like, is 12 possible? Is 16 possible? So adding 3 cells together, what's the biggest I can make that? 4 plus 5 plus 6 is 15. So I can't make it 16. I can definitely make it 12. It feels like it probably has to sum to 12. 8 feels too small to me. Maybe not. Then this could be a 2. And then these could add to 4. Okay, that would be the problem. 3 cells can't add to 4. Right? 1, 2, 3 adds to 6. So it's definitely 12. And this is definitely 6. Okay. There it is. Okay. So there's a lot of logic involved in that. There might be an easier way to get to that. But so whatever this cell is, these 3 cells add to double that, which means that they're divisible by 2. And then these cells are double that, which means they're divisible by 4. Because when you double something twice, it's automatically going to be divisible by 4. The only numbers that are divisible by 4 that are possible in this scenario, I calculated that 16 is too big, because you can't add 3 digits to 16. 4, 5, and 6, which are the biggest Sudoku digits in this puzzle, add to 15, which isn't 16. And then if I put 8, then if these 3 numbers add to 8, then that means these 3 numbers have to add to half of that, which is 4. And I can't make three digits sum to 4, because 1 plus 2 plus 3, the smallest digits I could put in these boxes, sum to 6. So the only number that these can sum to that's divisible by 4 is 12, which means that these three numbers do sum to 6 because they sum to half of this. And the only numbers that can sum to 6 are 1, 2, and 3. So these are definitely 1, 2, and 3. And then this digit is half of whatever this sums to. So this is a 3 because these sum to 6. So this is half of that, which is 3. That was some crazy break-in logic, actually. And then I know, okay, perfect. So you saw that the fog cleared after I put this number in. So the fog's gone. Okay, I feel like I actually explained that reasonably well, which doesn't usually happen when I'm trying to explain things. It's really complicated. That was really complicated. But all right, so 3, and then I was saying these have to add to 12. So now these two have to add to 9, and it can't be 6, 3. So it is 4, 5. I don't know which order yet. One of these two is definitely a 3. These are now 1, 2, 6. These sum to 5, and it can't be 2, 3. Okay, so I can actually put a number, I can put a number in here. Because, so I can see that part of a V here. This is definitely a V. And two numbers on a V sum to 5. And if I put 2 and 3 in here, then I can't put 2 and 3 in these two, and I can't put 1 in both of these cells, so that doesn't work. So this now has to be a 1, which would make this a 4. And I'm going to put a 4 in here because it's going to clear a bunch of fog, and it's going to be fun. Yeah! Woo! Fog clearing, dude. Hell yeah. All right, so now these are a 2, 3 pair. Oh, this is just a 2 because it can't be a 3. So this is a 3. And we're off to the races, dude. This one can't be a 1. It can't be a 2. This one can't be a 1. So this... No. I was going to say this is a 6. That's not how that works, though. All right. These two numbers are now 5 and 6. That's not possible. Oh, so this line must do some... No, wait. It must come down here? Because what's going on with this? So 1, 5, 6, 1. I think this is going to be forced, actually. Because this red... I can't see this the rest of this red line. And I have to have a double total. So these have to be 5 and 6 to fill the row. And that's 11, which is a weird number. Especially since this cell has to either be half or double the sum of these cells and maybe this cell. This is the only other cell that can be in this box to contribute to this sum. But this is an odd... So this is 11. This cell definitely can't be 22. So this cell has to be half of this sum, but this sums to 11 right now, which means this cell must be involved in the sum. And it must be a 1, because if I get to more than 12, I can't... This number is half of the sum here. So this has to be 6. This has to be 1. These have to be 11. Or I can tell that... So this is 11. The only number I can add to possibly have a sum that I can take half of is have it be 12, and this would be a 1. So this is definitely a 1. This is definitely a 6. This is definitely a 6. This is definitely a 5. Pretty wild so far, this puzzle. Okay, so, all right, so yeah, it looks like, so these stop in the center, right? Like this would stop in the center if the line ended here, so it definitely goes into this cell. So we've got at least 3 cells that add to 6, which is, it has to be exactly 3 cells, because the only way to make, oh wait, oh, it could be 24, I guess. This line could like wrap around. It could be double the sum. No, wait, 1 through 6 adds to 21. Yeah, so it can't be 24. So it can't be 24. So it must be 6, because it's either half or double the sum of these 3 numbers, which is 12. So it's either 6 or 24, and I can't make 24 in this box, so it has to be 6, which means these are 1, 2, 3, which means this is not a 1. These are 1, 2. Oh, so this is a 2. This is a 1. These were 1, 2, 6. Yeah, so this is 3, 4, 5. This is not a 4. This is not a 5. These are 2, 3, which is going to create an X-wing of 3s. So since this is 3, 4, and this is 2, 3, 3 has to go here, and 3 has to go here. I don't know which way it's going to go, but it's going to go one of those 2 ways. And because that's happening, and I need a 3 in one of these cages, or boxes, it has to be here. Because I can't put it in one of these 2, because one of these 2 is going to be... These 2 are going to take up the 3s in these columns. So this is definitely a 3. And now this one is not. Now this one is not. Oh, there's a 1 here. Okay, this is a 2. This is a 1. This is a 3. This is a 2. This is a 4. Uh-oh. We got ourselves a problem here. Everything I've put in has cleared fog, though. Why did I say this couldn't be a 5? Okay. I chose the wrong number to take out. This is definitely a 5. So this is a 4. This is a 3. Okay, so just a minor pencil mark issue that scared the crap out of me. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a 5. This is a 4. This is a 6. So the whole right side is done. These are 4, 5, 6, which again is going to create this X-wing. No, is it not? I don't think it is, actually. No, it's not. I'm lying. All right, but these are 4, 5, 6. Okay, 3, 3. So that places a 3 here, which is going to clear some fog and hopefully help me out. 2 has to go here by Sudoku. Yeah. So now these have to... These sum to 6. So these have to double... These have to double this because these can't... They can't sum to 3, obviously, in 3 cells. So these are going to be 12, which means these have to add to 10. And it can't be 5, 5, so it's going to be 4, 6. And now we have an X-wing with 6s. So 6 has to go in both of these columns here, so this has to be a 6. This can't be a 6. Okay. Oh, it can't be a 2 either. Okay, so that's a 1. This is a 6. This is a 2. This is a 4. This is a 6. This is a 5. This is a 4. This is a 5. This is a 4. This is a 5. This is a 1. And there's a Doku dog. Crush that thing. That was a fun little puzz. I don't know if I might have done harder logic than I had to for some of that, but felt sharp today. Felt sharp, dude, on that one. There it is. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.